How are my bank issues going? So I try to contact my bank once a week through the online chat, because every time I email them, they tell me to contact the online chat. Whenever I try to call them, they won't speak to me in English. They will not connect me with an English person. So I've been contacting them through the online chat. And the last time I talked to them on the online chat, I will actually read to you the last conversation that I had, word for word. I'm going to pull it up right now with them in the online chat, just so you know how this has been going for me. I said, "Hi, my card is blocked." And they said, "You need to contact a branch to do the unblocking of your card." And I said, "How do I contact the branch?" And they said, "You need to visit the branch and update the data with the employee at the branch in Ukraine." And I said, "Is there a phone number that I can call? Or a branch outside of Ukraine that I can talk to in person? I can't go back to Ukraine." They said, "No, there is no such number." I said, "Okay, so you were asking me to go back to Ukraine?" And they said, "Sorry." She literally said, "Sorry." Yeah. And then I started complaining because I was like, I don't understand why my card is blocked. There wasn't any, there's no weird transactions or anything at all. Like, why would you block my card to the point that I can't restore it over the phone or over the email? And the person's like, "It's very unfortunate. You need to go to the bank branch and update the documents." I said, "It's not reasonable for me to return to a war zone when I did not give any wrong information to the bank." And she says, "Unfortunately, verification will not be possible remotely." So I said, "I guess I have to wait until the war is over to get my money." Wow. I definitely don't need my money now as a refugee or anything. Yeah, I started to get kind of pissy here. And then I felt bad because I was getting pissy, and I said, "I understand there's nothing you can do. Sorry for bothering you." And they're like, "Sorry for the inconvenience." So that was the last conversation that I had with them a couple of days ago. So the short answer is not good. Not good. Not good. She literally said, "So sorry." She just said, "Sorry." It seems like it's insane and crazy that they're asking me to do that. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, I also thought at first that they were bullshitting me, because I was like, this is such an insane thing to ask. That's why I've been writing them back every week, hoping that maybe I'll get a different representative that will tell me something different or actually try to help me in some meaningful way. But I've gotten the same answer every time. And so then now I started writing their email as well. I don't know what to do. Well, basically, I know what to do. I can't do shit. I literally cannot do shit. So, I mean, thankfully, the card got blocked pretty much as soon as we tried to buy gas in Poland. And after that, I immediately changed it so that all of the money that comes from the stream and all of the money that comes from Patreon and all the donations, that goes now to my PayPal, and it will go to my American bank account, which I wasn't using much before. So I'm getting money from doing streaming and from Patreon still. So I'm not completely screwed now, thankfully. But all my YouTube money, I cannot access it. I just can't get it. They pretty much have stolen my money until I have an opportunity to go back. But I can't. Oh my God. I just honestly get so frustrated talking about it. Nobody can even go look at my house right now because there's landmines all over the street. Nobody, it's like unsafe to go in there. I've seen pictures from inside people's houses where like the Russians left behind grenades in like inside of a glass and put it in the cupboard, or they'll hide a bomb, like a booby trap, inside of a kid's toy, like a stuffed animal, or they'll hide it and they'll put it under a towel. They like specifically hiding shit so that people will come into their house and like a kid will pick up their toy or somebody will step on a towel and it'll explode. Like, it's not safe for me to, like, basically you need the army to go in your house and make sure that it's safe before you can go into your goddamn house. So nobody, like, the road is filled with mines. They put mines in bodies, like, it's real bad. It's real bad. Yeah. It's really, really bad. But, I mean, I'm not going to be able to go back anytime soon anyway. It's so stupid because when I first left, I thought... we were so naive then. Like, the day of the attack, when we left, we were like, oh, we'll just find somewhere to go until, like, the end of May. Probably by then, this will all be done, and we can go back home then. Well, now, end of May is coming up. The person who owns this apartment I'm staying in now, she wants to rent it out at the start of June. And I'm going to have to find somewhere to go in Germany. Now, I'm being told I have to go to Germany so we can sort out my boyfriend's immigration papers for America. Because basically right now I'm at a point where if I can't go back home to Ukraine, we have to move to America. We have to go across the ocean and go to America now. And I have nowhere to go in Germany, but I have to go specifically to Germany, Frankfurt Embassy. I've been told. Oh my God, there's just so much bullshit, y'all. Like, I've been so overwhelmed. I've been so overwhelmed, man. Oh my God. Foxy Boo, thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate it a lot. What I've been doing, look, I have just been doing my best to be like fully present and enjoy the stream as much as possible and enjoy the games as much as possible, because it is kind of a lifeline for me right now. Like, obviously, and gaming and streaming, this has been keeping me afloat mentally, and it's been keeping me like somewhat sane, getting to just chat with y'all and have fun and smile. But at night, like, I get on my phone and I see all the news from Bucha. Bucha is where our house is. And I hear about the war that's still ongoing. And at night, like, I cannot sleep at night anymore. I have a really hard time sleeping. And I started to have like symptoms of depression, which I never had before. It's just like, it's a nightmare. And I shouldn't even say that because we're safe. Like, I'm safe. I am able to work from abroad, and I have the support of you. So, like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I know so many people that have it way worse. And I definitely count my blessings every day, but it has been weighing heavy on me. And I'm just trying to keep it together, you know. Shit. I'm just trying to like have fun and keep it together. Yeah, exactly. Interlude. You're like, why Germany specifically? Right? Because like when we came to Portugal, we pretty much just accepted the first offer where there was like a good internet and we would be able to pay rent, like a little rent, like some rent. I didn't want to take an offer of free housing because we were able to pay a little rent, and I didn't want to take that spot from somebody who's fleeing and they have zero money and they really can't afford to rent anywhere. So we preferred to go somewhere that we could rent. So that's why we came to Portugal, that also had the good internet connection. It was really just random, like the first good offer, right? And but it's not permanent. And so I contacted the embassy in Portugal, the U.S. embassy in Portugal, and I was like, hey, asking about the papers for getting my boyfriend to America, refugee status and all this shit. And they said all of that is being handled in Frankfurt. I have to specifically go to Frankfurt. So that is a huge pain in the ass. It's a huge, huge, huge pain in the ass now that I have to. I'm like a little bit worried because we have to move again to go to Germany. And then from Germany, we have to move again to go to America. So, it's really, really stressful. I'm really stressed. Like, I'm sorry to just unload on y'all like this, but damn. It has, like, I definitely feel like I have some, I'll tell you what, like the other night, I was laying in bed and it's hard for me to sleep, and I heard a car going by outside on the road, and for a moment I thought it was an air raid siren. Like my brain, like I actually felt afraid because I thought it was an air raid siren going on, and I actually had to tell myself, why would you think that? You're in Portugal. That's so crazy. Like, there's not gonna be bombs here. Like, you're safe. You're fine. Why do you think that? And that was really scary for me, that like, it was so illogical. Yeah. So, I'm just trying to keep it together. But the thing is, I feel like I just have a tiny taste of what so many other people are going through right now. Yeah. I don't know. I can tell you though, like, for me, gaming has been a really good outlet. Being able to just play the patch, play 6.1, and play lots of Elden Ring, and like enjoy PvP. It has fully taken me out of the fear and worry and concern and stress and like all this like negative emotions. It's allowed me to just sort of let it all go for a while. And so I've been streaming a lot. I've really been streaming a lot. I did not grow up in Ukraine. I've been there for 8 years, so, and my house is there. Hopefully still there. Hopefully still all in one piece. People might get whiplash watching my Twitter feed because, like, 1 second I'll tweet or I'll retweet about the war and like the horrible things that are going on in the war, and then the next second I'm talking about having fun in video games, and like that's just how my mind is right now. That's I'm between these two extremes. Like every day, every morning, I open Twitter and I just check, like I'll search for Kiev or I'll search Ukraine to see what happened over the night. What's the damage, right? And for me nowadays, checking Twitter is like, it's like checking Live Leak every morning. That's kind of what it's turned into. But I mean, I can't look away from it. These are these are my own familiar streets. I used to walk the dog on. So, yeah, I've always seen video games as a really important refuge from the bullshit that's happening in the real world. And I think now more than ever, I have really seen how that is true. And it's helped me be more stable and not just crumble to pieces without anything fun to think about, honestly. Video games are so important for that, and I'm sure most people have like some example of that in their lives where everything seemed really, really dark, but you had at least something to look forward to in the day. And so that's one of the reasons why I really love making videos about Final Fantasy, and I love streaming Final Fantasy and other games. I think it's something that is really needed. I mean, I've been trying to make the most out of my time here, right? Like we've been going on hikes. Last weekend we went on a big hike, the Seven Valleys Trail. We've been calling it Seven Hills Trail. We did that on Saturday, And the weekend before that, we went on a hike. So we've been going hiking and like getting out in nature. And that's something I really enjoy too, besides video games. So that's been good. But I feel like adrift on the wind. That's something that's... It's strange for me to say that that's been uncomfortable, because I spent many years of my life being sort of adrift. Like, sort of like, oh, I'll just go wherever the wind takes me, and you know, wherever I end up is where I end up. Like, that was kind of how I was before I landed in Ukraine. But it was different because that was my choice. You know, that was my decision. I chose to leave with only like one suitcase with all of my possessions in it. This is different, obviously, because I didn't ask for this, I didn't choose it.